So oftentimes, I think when people are getting into content creation, they're thinking the effort that's required is a lot less than what's actually required. And this is not coming from someone because at this point I don't have millions of followers. I think I have a little over 20,000 followers and had to fight tooth and nail for what is this, year 4 doing that. Just someone that's actually toiled, um, out there in the game. Now, one thing that's interesting is that the amount of effort, more people are wanting to get into content creation. More people have, you think about like what makes things a success. So like movies like in the 60s and 70s and the 40s had high profit margins because few people could get into the game. So few people could go and get the cameras, or people had that notion that they couldn't start channels unless they had these $1,000 cameras. And now most people, some people have figured out and obtained success outside of that. And now more people are in the game, so it's requiring more content, more effort. It's not a big deal to have a YouTube channel anymore. It's not a big deal to have 100 videos anymore or 500 videos anymore. One thing I did notice, because I was given the advice of when I was going to start a YouTube channel, is go study and look at the people's pages and look at what they were doing that I admired or I enjoyed or that I sought to have my channel be like at some point. And when I looked at those people's channel, I saw one common thing amongst many common things, but I'll just talk about this one common thing was they had a high volume of content. Some people had 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 videos on their page. They have been doing it consistently over a long period of time. Now anyone with a smartphone can get on and have a social media presence in a channel. The competition, not saying that the competition is stiff, but it's a lot of shit being thrown against the wall. See, if as you go back early on in content creation, I mean, hell, even 2 years ago, and most people started figuring out that they could do shit like that, it wasn't as many people. It's even more now. And people get in the game thinking, oh, you're going to do these few little videos and take off. You have to supersede the competition. And a lot of things with these platforms like is consistency and high volume amounts of content. And if you ain't doing that number, high volume amounts of content, if that ain't in your spectrum and doing it for a long term, I mean, it's just gonna be hard to withstand up because there's others that will. Hell, I'm doing it. You know, I don't have a problem posting for another 10 years. Don't underestimate yourself, like thinking that, oh, you finna hop in, and that's what make people quit because they post and post and like, oh, I should be viral now. Oh, I should be in a Cybertruck right now. I should be in the Hollywood Hills now. I should be making people beg and gloat on my attention and watch me eat a sandwich and all that other BS. And it doesn't happen as quick as they want it because they've underestimated the amount of effort that is legitimately going to take